Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, it's time for the PLE Event Center, where our host talks about the results from a WWE PLE event. And now here's the man to bring you all the results from the PLE event himself, Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode number 2551 of the show. How's it going, everybody? It is September the 20th, 2025, 11 p.m. Wrestlepalooza was got over not too long ago, and it has been a very long day, but it's been a great day overall. Also, the Red Sox won again against Tampa Bay. 6-3 was the final score. We got one more game tomorrow. But also the fun part about this whole thing is that we have the Patriots playing tomorrow against the Steelers. So join me on the Network 3000 for the live reactions to that. And I know my man Jody Scow's got a stream going on tomorrow morning, but I'm unable. It's gonna be a solo stream. It's not gonna. Nobody's gonna be invited to come in, which is okay because I'll be at church during that. And I'll watch the stream afterwards and we'll hear what he has to say and all that. But I got some big news about my Renegade Shenanigans show. As you know, I've been doing that every Tuesday, where I basically talk what's on my mind. Basically, and it's outside of the usual things I do on my channel. So it'll be Renegade Shenanigans. I have an official thumbnail for that put up, so you'll be able to see that thumbnail every single time I do a video. So it is Renegade Shenanigans. That's the name of it, because basically it'll be about stuff that's been on my mind and everything else. And I try not to make it too controversial. Let's just say that. It's just basically, what my thoughts and feelings on a few things, real life situations, social situations, that type of deal. But I try not to make it political or religious, even though religious I don't mind. Is that I'm trying. I think for me, the best way to be a good to show this is basically show it what religion has taught me, and be kind to others, love your enemies and all that. That's basically what, and I'd rather show it than just talk about it, because John Cena always says this: it's people who talk about it, it's people who be about it. So anyways, and that's my clock going off, and I think I got it going. Oh, my seat just slid down a little bit, and my microphone just went up. Okay, so enough of all that. We're going to talk about Wrestlepalooza. I'm trying to kill some time, so I make sure all my videos try to go for 10 minutes or more and more. So let's talk about, Pat McAfee returns to reunite with Michael Cole on commentary, and it seems like, much to the chagrin of Mr. Wade Barrett, as you know, could have been Corey Graves, but Brock Lesnar took him out last night, and I don't mean on a date either. 2 F5s. Hopefully Corey's okay. So, speaking of Brock Lesnar, he went one-on-one with John Cena to kick off Wrestlepalooza. Now, I don't know if it's age-wise. I'm starting to think, and a lot of people have been not very happy about this matchup. And Lesnar won, but Paul Heyman introduced Lesnar instead of Alicia Taylor, who introduced John Cena. And here's the crazy part. Has Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar reunite? Is Brock Lesnar part of the vision? Or is Brock Lesnar having a master plan? And is Paul Heyman turning on Rollins to basically, and is Brock Lesnar using the vision to get close to his goal of being world heavyweight champ again? I don't know. We shall still see this Monday night on Raw. So Lesnar won the matchup, but then he decided to F5 the referee in that matchup after the match. That would be Dan Engler, a.k.a. Rudy Charles from TNA. And then he picked up Cena and F5'd him again, and then just walked away. I mean, and just really. And I'm sure Brock Lesnar's going to get fined for that, touching, put his hands on the official. You don't do that. And, now, the Usos were about to start up with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed before the matchup, but then officials separated them to get to the ring. So they got to the ring, but then Adam Pearce decided, well, this match could get out of hand. I need a special guest referee for this matchup, so LA Knight was chosen to be the referee in that matchup. Oh, by the way, I predicted Cena would win the matchup. I got that one wrong. 0-1. Then this is a match with the Usos versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, with LA Knight as the referee. And in the end, the Vision, that would be Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, won the matchup. I picked Usos to win that matchup. I'm 0-2. Then in attendance, there was the Grammy Award-winning duo of War and Treaty. Burke Magnus, the president of ESPN, the Club 520 podcast, and Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton. And WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton will defend her title against Jade Cargill and Nia Jax this coming Friday night on SmackDown. A lot of people don't like Cargill or Nia Jax, including friends of mine in the network community, but I digress. And then the vacant women's world title on the line. Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, whoever wins it, is the champion. Heck of a matchup between these two ladies. It could have gone either way, but ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Vaquer is now the new WWE Women's World Champion. Io Sky gave her props, gave her the bell, gave her respect and a hug. Great sportsmanship. Now I think that will free up Io a little bit to do work the storyline with Asuka and Kairi Sane. We'll see. And as you know, Rhea Ripley told Stephanie Vaquer, no matter who wins, I'm coming after that title next. And Stephanie Vaquer says she'll be ready. Now, Stephanie Vaquer, you're going to be a woman of your word to defend it against the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. By the way, it's Barks Root Beer. Don't worry about it. He's drinking beer while he's doing this. I'm getting drunk. All the kidding, guys. So, Io Sky, really proud of her. Now, she can challenge Becky Lynch now for the Women's Intercontinental title. That will be a great addition to the resume that Io already has. Why not? Who knows? A lot of people want to see, I would love to see Io versus AJ Lee one-on-one. That'll be a heck of a matchup. More on AJ Lee in a moment. And Cody Rhodes did talk to Tyrese Halliburton. And the president of Indiana Sports, Patrick Talty, was his name. And was in attendance of that. And then the mixed tag match. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is trying to do whatever it takes to avoid AJ Lee. Well, Becky Lynch, you slept, you made your bed, now you're lying in it, sister. Anyways, in the end, though, in that match, CM Punk and AJ Lee got one finally right. Because I picked them to win the matchup, CM Punk and AJ Lee. And, yep, CM Punk and AJ Lee won the matchup. And then a rare occurrence happened. The shocking appearance of The Undertaker, WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker, riding his motorcycle. I thought, him joining on commentary, that'd be a lot of fun. Him and Michael Cole. He's always picked on Michael Cole. Talk about interviewing privileges back in 1999. But then he goes over to the woman who he has history with during his days in his active career in the WWE, Miss Stephanie McMahon. Remember, he had abducted her and everything, and he says, you and I know each other for a long time. And then he says, are you ready? Are you ready? And then Undertaker says, I have the honor to tell you that you will be the first inductee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. That's right. Stephanie McMahon is the first inductee to the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. Wow. That means her and Triple H will be the first husband and wife in WWE history to be inducted in that to be enshrined in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's really exciting. Really proud. So a big night for if you're a woman named Stephanie, big night for you. In case Vaquer and McMahon. Vaquer being Women's World Champion, Stephanie McMahon being a WWE Hall of Famer. In fact, I think she's the first McMahon to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Somebody look that up for me. I don't know if Vince Sr. was inducted, but Stephanie McMahon, first McMahon offspring to become a WWE Hall of Famer. So congratulations to Stephanie McMahon. And in fact, she's not only just an appearance, but Nick Khan, the president of WWE, was also there. And so to end the night of Wrestlepalooza, the WWE title on the line: Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Now, remember, if you all have forgotten, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre are former tag team champions with each other when they were known as the Dashing Ones back in the 2010s. But check this out. Probably the early 2010s, probably 2011. But Drew McIntyre made a mistake when he tried to go for that Claymore kick with Cody Rhodes' head near the announce table. Well, Cody Rhodes moved out of the way. Drew McIntyre hurt his knee. Cody Rhodes took advantage of the situation. Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Rhodes retains, and that's the only one. And the only two I got right were the final two matches, the mixed tag and the WWE title match. So I'm 2 for 3 in that one. So 6 and 6 in the AEW All Out, and 2 and 3 in my picks and predictions for. There it is. The ones I got right with the check mark, the ones I got wrong with the X. That's right. That was it. 2 and 3 and 6 and 6 were the final score. Final score for both. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode, and excuse me. Wow. Whew. Man. Did that come out of me? I don't know. It did. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and like I said, tomorrow we got the Patriots game. Join me on the David Network 3000 channel as I call the action. Hopefully we get something exciting as the last week's game against the Dolphins. That was a fun game to watch. And I did apologize to Jordan, but Jordan said, "Hey, you were doing the thing on, and he understood. So I understand him. So it was great. It was great to do. So I'm hoping to, like I said, we'll see what happens on. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Trust me on this one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers, that Lucas, my man Lucas has been. I forget his last name. Yeah, all I know is as Lucas. Okay, so. Let's see. Oh, Lucas Cantwell. Yeah, my man Lucas Cantwell, who is a big Steelers fan. So Lucas Cantwell, I hope I see you in the live chat at least tomorrow. As my Patriots face your Steelers, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's it for now, and hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. As you know, I have a special announcement coming this. The announcement is going to be. I have to do with one of my Flash game show videos. I'll talk more about that on the next installment of Renegade Shenanigans. So that's what I will do. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed rest of your night. Good night, everybody. And until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 telepictures and distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.